Now on 12, the search is on for a gunman after a man is shot on the street in Bed-Stuy. Plus, members of the Pakistani community in our borough meet in Midwood to condemn the deadly Easter bombings in their homeland.
As local news gets. News 12, Brooklyn.
And thank you for joining us here. I'm Kelsey Minor, and this is News 12 Brooklyn. The deadly Easter bombing in Pakistan is hitting close to home for many in our borough. At least 70 people were killed in the suicide attack in a park in Lahore, right near rides for children, many of them Christians, celebrating Easter. Today in our borough, an interfaith response to the violence. News 12 Brooklyn, Shayna Estulin is in Midwood with the story. Shayna?
In News 12 Brooklyn.
All right, Shayna, thank you so much. Time now for weather on the twos. Let's bring in weather anchor Daryl Green. And Daryl, wet to the start of the day and wind ahead, you say?
That's right.
All right, Daryl, thank you so much. We go right to a developing story out of Washington now. Shots are fired, prompting a shelter-in at the Capitol and a lockdown at the White House. Officials say they have the gunman in custody. There are reports that officer shot that man. It appears it happened at the visitor center and the situation was contained to that area. The lockdown and shelter orders have now been lifted. Back in our borough, a man is fighting for his life after being shot in Bed-Stuy. It happened just after 1 this afternoon at Stuyvesant Avenue and Pulaski Street, right in front of a deli. Police tell us the 24-year-old man was shot in the head. First responders took him to Kings County Hospital in critical condition. He was unconscious when they got there. Police are now searching for the shooter. I'm Kelsey Minor, and this is News 12 Brooklyn. A Red Hook daycare center in danger of shutting down is saved by the city. We'll tell you how. Plus, the action from this year's Easter egg roll at the White House.
As local news gets. News 12, the Bronx.
Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Kelsey Minor. We start with developing news out of Washington tonight. Gunfire ringing out on Capitol Hill. Authorities say a gunman has been taken into custody in what appears to be a criminal act. The shooting started this afternoon at the Capitol's Visitor Center. All the tourists and staff warned to shelter in place. Officials say a bystander was hurt, with the suspect who opened fire as well, currently undergoing surgery. They say the shooter drew his weapon at a checkpoint and was known to police. The Capitol and the White House were both put on lockdown for an hour. We'll have much more on this incident throughout the evening. A Bronx mother charged with killing her 2 young children continued her testimony today on trial for the double murder of her children. Monday marked the second day Lizette Baminga testified on her own behalf in the deaths of her 4-year-old son and infant daughter. News 12 The Bronx reporter Carmen Grant has been following the case since the beginning and joins us outside the Bronx County Hall of Justice with the very latest. Now on 12, a Park Slope restaurant burglarized twice in the past 2 weeks. That story and more now on 12.
As local news gets. News 12, Brooklyn.
I'm Kelsey Minor, and you're watching News 12 Brooklyn. A Park Slope restaurant got hit up by some sticky-fingered thieves twice this month, and they're hoping you can help them find the culprits. News 12 Brooklyn's Crystal Walker has the story from Park Slope. Pat O'Keefe is here now to talk baseball here at home, but we're talking high school.
Let's
right?
hope that doesn't happen over one of our fields here this week in the Bronx. That was pretty crazy. Good art there.
All right, Pat, thank you for that. You're watching News 12 The Bronx, and we are as local news gets. I'm Kelsey Minor. Make it a great evening, everybody.